Hello, my friend. Doc Martin here. Now, I want you to dream big. You need to get clear on your long-term goal or your aspiration related to living a healthy lifestyle. These should be general statements of desires, nothing specific at this point. Now, they tie in directly with the values that we discussed last time. So, what do I mean by aspirations? I said desires, dreams, your long-term results that you want to achieve. Like, I want to eat healthier. I would like to exercise regularly. I want to sleep better each night. Or I want to reduce my stress. Just general statements, that's all. So, how do you decide which areas of a healthy lifestyle to focus on? Well, I'm going to help you. I want you to select an aspiration or a long-time goal by first filling out the low-hanging fruit chart. Now, as you can see on this chart are what I called the 6 components of a healthy lifestyle: nutrition, exercise, sleep, stress, cognitive growth, and healthy relationships. The download link is below, so just download that chart. So, the low-hanging fruit, what is the low-hanging fruit? Low-hanging fruit is fruit that's easy to pick, right? So, in this case, the low-hanging fruit are the goals or desires that you're most likely to accomplish. I want you to go through each component of a healthy lifestyle and rate its importance and confidence on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being not very important or not at all confident, and 10 being very, very important and very confident. Ask yourself the following questions. How important is this long-term goal to my health and well-being? How confident am I about making small changes to move towards this long-term goal? Now, I want you to list 1 or 2 long-term goals that have scores between 7 and 10 in both categories. These are the long-term goals to start working on. Remember, dream big. What is your dream? We're not getting down to specifics yet. So pick 1 or 2 areas to start with. Select a choice that is not too easy or too hard, but one you think you can accomplish. For example, on my chart, I chose the healthy lifestyle long-term goal of practicing good nutrition. I scored an 8 on importance and a 7 on confidence. Now, Frank, he chose 2 aspirations. Manage my stress, he scored a 9 and an 8. And being physically active, he scored 10 and a 7. Linda, on the other hand, chose the other category and wanted to eat less junk food. While eating less junk food is a negative habit, and that we're going to go into much more detail later, one way to eliminate an unhealthy habit is to replace it with a healthy one. So that will be the focus here. Now pause the video and do the exercise. Welcome back. I hope you chose 1 or 2 that you really want to do and tie into your healthy lifestyle values. Now, go to the second page. This is the specific short-term goals section. I have 2 examples there and 2 fill-in-the-blank sections. So I want you to identify specific positive examples of your dream, of the long-term goals that you've chosen. There are lots of ways to reach your aspiration, so brainstorm a list of specific positive and negative behaviors. So look at my filled in example number 1. It's completely filled in. Practicing good nutrition. So 1 is eat fruit at lunch. The opposite of negative is avoid having a donut at that time. 2 is eat a good breakfast every day, or avoid skipping breakfast. Eat a cup of yogurt instead of a candy bar. Eat one fruit snack in the afternoon instead of something that would be unhealthy, with chips or cake or donuts. Have 2 servings of vegetables with my dinner, and then have only 1 small serving of meat. Read the food labels instead of buying by looks, or avoid impulse buying. Check for the total calories, sodium, added sugar, and saturated fats. More on that in a later episode. And avoid high sodium, sugar, and saturated fats. That's the converse. Buy whole grains instead of white bread. Drink a cup of water instead of a soda before each lunch. Water versus soda. Buy fresh, unprocessed foods like fruits, beans, and nuts. And don't buy ultra-processed foods like chips, pies, and cakes. Second example is just partially filled out, and again, it was eating too much junk food. So making a healthy breakfast and not buying one at the local McDonald's. Or eating a low-calorie energy bar instead of a donut for my morning break. Drink sparkling flavored water instead of soda. Drink my coffee black or with low-fat milk instead of having a latte. Eat healthy seasoned air popcorn instead of chips while watching TV or buttered popcorn. So, etc., etc., etc. So other examples could be managing my stress, like doing yoga in the morning instead of hitting the snooze button. Meditating, not ruminating. Walk the dog instead of sitting and watching TV. And being physically active. Doing push-ups and squats instead of just going right to my desk. Go for a run instead of being a couch potato. Do Tai Chi for balance. Do a series of resistance band exercises instead of don't sit or play endless video games or vegetate. So just pros and cons. Now keep going until you have about 8 to 10 new potential positive and negative habits. Okay, I'll pause the video now and go ahead and do that. Welcome back. Pick 3 or 4, preferably 3, specific new positive habits from that list. They should have the 4 qualities that I want to talk about. 1, you want to do it. 2, it or they are effective leading to your aspirations. 3 are some of the easiest ones to do. And 4 is the embrace variety. So, for example, don't pick all eating habits. Maybe have 1 exercise habit and 1 nutrition habit. For example, I want to eat a cup of yogurt every day and do 3 push-ups in the morning when I get out of bed. Pass the test. I want to do it. It gets me closer to my goal. They're pretty easy to do. And they embrace variety, both nutrition and exercise. Variety is important from a learning standpoint, in that variety helps you to establish a generalized habit formation mindset, which will help when we go to expand and transform our habits in the future. And don't worry about the negative examples. I'm not ignoring them. They're important for 2 reasons. They teach the response by establishing boundaries or limits on the generalization to only healthy examples versus unhealthy. And they will be used again when we go to the section on breaking bad habits. So, in the next episode, I'll be talking about the myth of motivation. So stay tuned for that. But for now, I think we've covered enough. There's a lot here. So just doing all the exercises and thinking about these things. So don't worry. We're going to do this one step at a time. We don't want to overwhelm you, and we're taking our time, but you're going to develop some really firm foundation. Now, throughout this series on videos on habits and healthy lifestyle, I will at times recommend some books and post some interesting articles. So today I want to recommend another book. This one really started with thinking about the small step approach to habit formation. It is Many Habits, Smaller Habits, Big Results by Guise. The link to it is below. So the question of the day is, Have you identified some of your dreams related to health? Some of your healthy lifestyle aspirations? Then, did you identify some specific positive and negative behaviors? Examples of a few of them. I'm really excited to make this series a little better, so post any comments below about what are your challenges and questions in developing new healthy habits. I hope you found some of what I've talked about interesting and informative. There's a lot more to come, so please hit the like and subscribe button below. And turn on that little bell next to subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my future topics. I think you're really going to love them. Well, thanks for watching. And until we meet again, just keep on trucking.